Hello everyone and welcome back to RSS Interstellar, where I'm continuing my exploration of KSP Interstellar engines for use to do fast interplanetary travel. And I'm moving on to the fusion engines. Basically my goal overall is to create a future history, and we'll start off using engines that are closer in time, in technology to what we have right now, and then over time in the subsequent decades we basically start using the more advanced stuff, and each one in turn. So I'm just getting a catalog of all of them and baselining for a certain size of ship, which is like this, but I'll probably redesign it and we'll have different designs. So that's the idea. And I want to see what they're all capable of in terms of getting to, first of all, other planets, and then of course other star systems, and just create a whole long sequence of these things. So with that in mind, I am going through the fusion engines, but we really can't tell what good they are, because are you really going to use a fusion engine just to get 1,572 seconds of ISP? I feel like using fusion pellets for 1,572, this has to get better than that, right? I mean, most of this has to be nonsense. I mean, with this fusion engine, is it really just 5,143 seconds of ISP? That seems underwhelming when we have this fusion engine, which gets 1.5 million. Why is one fusion better than another fusion? This says 4,773 for some reason. But then it's got these multipliers, you see. So maybe the 4,000 is just the base, and then it multiplies. But then it says multiply by the square root of core temperature. So really, does that number even matter? I don't know. Alright, so I don't even know which one is the most advanced out of these, really. The Rocinante is not approved. We do not use the Rocinante Kerbstein fusion drive. That's just straight up cheaty. I don't believe there's any math involved there. I don't know why that fusion reactor is messed up, but there's this Vista fusion engine. This one at least has a decent ISP. And it's got normal sorts of fusion types. No helium-3 apparently. This one is a little bit more eccentric. Still says 5,000. Talent window. Lithium or aluminum? Well, with 5,000 we definitely want lithium. So is there any benefit to using this as opposed to the fission engines? Granted, the fission engines, when they get up to 5,000 seconds of ISP, are really talking about bad things happening at the end of the nozzle. Lots of radiation being expelled. I'm guessing this Magneto inertial fusion engine is not that bad. As far as radiation release, maybe? Hopefully. Really. So I need lithium tanks. I think I should just go with this. This is just straight up lithium. Is that really? That doesn't seem to be enough. Oh no, it does give delta V here. This one says 159.7 kilonewtons. So, if this really was 5,000 seconds of ISP, then the optimal amount of delta V is 50,000. That's more. Okay, no funny errors. We'll stay in low orbit first to see if it doesn't like pointing at Earth, right? Does it release bad radiation or not? Oh, not retrograde. Well, now it has 111,000. That's switching to deuterium. It's definitely using too much of the deuterium. We must carry more of that. Boy, it's not really shooting those out fast, is it? Boop, boop, boop. Can't get cuter than that. It says 6,000. Well, that's still different. It's not revolutionary, but it's still different. It's got less thrust than advertised, but more efficiency. I don't think attaching a reactor is going to change anything. But we'll need more deuterium. And what's the ratio? Well, it looks like 2.44 lithium to 0.03 deuterium, but it's best if we check in time warp, because there might be some other digits on the deuterium that aren't popping up. So let me see. Well, 0.33, 0.327. Well, let's see. Let's go with this one. So for deuterium, we need 21,750 by my calculations. There's this deuterium-tritium next fusion mode. Deuterium, tritium catalyzed deuterium was what we were doing. He catalyzed deuterium. Tritium catalyzed deuterium. Okay. Well, helium-3 is, you know, fancy and everything. Everybody likes helium-3 for some reason. I like tritium myself, but liquid helium-3 can go into this one, and liquid tritium. I guess this is the puppy then. But if it's not, it still needs deuterium, right? So I don't even know what the ratio is. I don't know how much helium-3, but let's say an equal amount. Helium-3 catalyzed deuterium fusion. Well, let's try it. Let's make this bigger. Oh, now it's got 11,000, it says here. Oh, sorry, 10,500 seconds of ISP. So now it says 10,500. Is there a better mode? Deuterium helium-3 straight up is 11,325 seconds. So we should go with that. We've got deuterium and helium-3. That seems to be the best. Well, there's a spin polarized helium-3 deuterium, but that's a little bit less. Spin polarized. And there's helium-3. I think we'll just go with deuterium helium-3. I mean, I guess, but it says deuterium instead of liquid deuterium. The tanks can do the conversion. Yeah, they've got this liquid deuterium to deuterium thing. Hope that's okay. Can I just 100% that? Or is it too early? Delta V wise, now we have 196,000 meters per second. So that's fine. Things are looking up here. At least it's better than the nuclear saltwater engine. I mean, it'd be bad if it was not as good as fission. Alright. Well, we should do some planning. We should go somewhere, right? If you've got nearly 200,000 meters per second, where do you go? And do transfer windows even matter anymore? Pluto, I've wanted to go to Pluto. Well, we're pretty close to a window, but I'm thinking more like in 2 years. Oh, I have to just change that. Well, that's 113,000 meters per second. Okay, fine. 3 years. 2 years and 270 days to Pluto. And I should put people on. Let's put people on. Hold on. Okay. Node. Activate. Ignite. Can start like that. Oh, Earth, where are you? There you are. Okay, we will need time warp. Off we go. And already on escape. Not too bad. It's not deviating too far away from our planned path. Oh no, this line doesn't actually extend all the way to Pluto. Oh no, yeah, because we went into solar SOI, now it doesn't show me anymore. So we need to replot and figure things out again. How am I gonna see an encounter when my line doesn't extend that far? Oh, well, it's showing an encounter there. Well, this is a bit weird, but okay. Target's too far ahead, so we need to go faster, much faster. It's been 1 day, and I wanted to get there in 2 years and 270 days. Okay, we have a Pluto encounter again. Okay, bit unpredictable there. Alright. Okay, we'll take that for now. And yes, we will tidy it up closer. Now we've got a path here. Don't know why it goes sort of purplish here. But okay. It's just not used to doing this sort of thing. 2 years, 256 days. So it's basically 2 years and 9 months. But now we have to figure out how much it takes to capture. Okay, it's gonna take 51,000, well 50,000 let's say, to capture. But that's what I was expecting, so it's fine. Alright. We are headed out. We have a maneuver in 1 year and 190 days. Mid-course. Just 5.4 meters per second. It's basically straight there. Past the orbit of Uranus. Don't know which side of it's better to go on, but let's go with that. Okay, we are approaching Pluto. Well, now how long do we have in Pluto SOI? It seems like it's a fair amount of time actually. But we need to burn 1/3 of our delta V. I'm estimating right now that's about 2 days worth. Maybe we can manage it? Escape is in 3 days, 6 hours. Entries in, well, I mean, I think numbers have changed, but it's basically an hour, a day and a half in Pluto SOI. The node's in 1 day, 8 hours. Okay, we properly, yes we are applying delta V. Continuing in time warp. Alright, we need to reset that. We are now in Pluto SOI. Periapsis is not too high. Let me shut this down. Get rid of that. You can't really see Pluto here, but much delta V is necessary. Okay, fine, I'll type it in. 20 now? Still not enough. 30? Oh, I think it's too much there. Okay. 27,000 remaining. Node in 1 day. Well, then we can wait a bit, I think. Let's start now. Okay. Pluto escape should go up. Yes, it is. Okay, so we'll capture eventually. Whether we'll ever see Pluto is a whole other matter. Oh no, I forgot to turn on the recyclers. Well, maybe we're still okay. We came all this way without turning on the recyclers. We only have 1 year of oxygen left, but the recycler might be able to handle that. 1 year, 142 days. And it's going up right now, so. But it's 182 days of water. Are you there, Pluto? Maybe it's just too dark. We're pointed away from it. I think it's just dark. See, it's sort of like that. Out here we can't even see it properly. There's a smudge there. Pluto in 2 years and 9 months, let's say. With the Magneto Inertial fusion engine. Pluto is seriously there. I mean, it's just... We're actually pretty close to it. It's not a well-lit planet. Can't see the heart like this. Really mysterious around here. Alright, we have captured. We have captured around Pluto. Really, we should just hold retrograde and bring it down. It'll be easier for MechJet to plot stuff afterwards. Fine, we'll take it there. Now, Earth. Well, it looks like any time is a good time. We're not hanging out this time because I made the mistake of not putting the recyclers on for the food and, for the water and oxygen. Food is fine, of course. We had to carry all of that. That was not dependent. Well, once again, we'll probably not have enough to capture, but let's see. It took 50,000 to capture here at Pluto. If we do this, we'll have 47,000 left. 46,000, really. Whoa. We've got a whole thing going here. We never actually got to see Pluto. That sort of sucks. Pluto's very mysterious. The New Horizons like shine a spotlight on Pluto or something? We're already on escape. Let's make sure we don't actually hit anything. Doesn't seem like it. Then we don't get that encounter either. I think we should stop. Well, okay, we're trying to go there, like that. Oh, we actually had a little encounter. Okay, well, after we do this, are we going to be able to capture? Okay, that's too close. Alright, how much does it take? I think I should type some numbers in. Let's say 42. Oh, that's not too bad. 47. Getting there. 50. 50 will do it. So we have it. Alright, will we have enough water and oxygen left for this trip? We seem to have enough Delta V to capture. Okay, I'll type it in. So yeah, Delta V seems fine. Lithium, we really didn't need this much liquid deuterium and liquid helium-3. I think I was measuring based on deuterium and helium-3, but the liquid deuterium and helium-3 apparently is much more than deuterium. So yeah, we didn't need this much of that stuff. Attack life support is a thing, but Kerbalism also has trouble keeping track of things during time warp, so... How long do we have in Earth SOI? Doesn't seem like very long. We need to have like 15 hours. So... it looks like about 8 hours. The funny thing about this is how lackluster its thrust actually looks. I mean, just bloop, bloop. The best part. Very understated. Okay. Using the time warp. That is pulling us away. Oh no, it's actually pulling us towards Earth right now. Okay, just 20,000 left to do. And I actually believe that burn time, so we'll go with it. Well, we can see some of Earth. Well, more of Earth than we saw of Pluto. Alright, slowing down. Let's make sure not to crash into it. We'll be a little past periapsis before we actually capture. And we didn't run out of supplies. That's better water recycling than I thought there was, but... didn't have to rush back as it turns out. Oh, okay. We've captured, but our periapsis is negative. Let's stop there and be safer. They have returned. And this is why I like the Magneto Inertial Fusion Engine. It just works. We got back with 13,000 to spare. The trip to Pluto and back in less than 5.5 years, though we should have stayed there for longer. I was a little bit worried because I hadn't had the water and oxygen recyclers. Yeah, we made it back. That's the important thing. We've had problems with that. The payload size, including the food, water, and oxygen, was 100 tons, and overall this was like 1,000 tons at the start. Well, there it is. That is the version of my interplanetary ship with the Magneto Inertial Fusion Engine. So with that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.